Hello, all you beautiful people out there, and I hope you're having a great holiday. I know Christmas just passed, and New Year's is right around the corner. Hopefully, this is up before that. Yet something I realized is that my video that was supposed to be out probably 6 months ago probably will not be ready until next year, and I'm like, geez, this is taking too long. And not that it's like gonna be a major impressive huge feat of work that is taking so long. It's just that I am that bad at editing. I have no clue what I'm doing. Just doing everything from the hip, shoot from the hip, as they say. And so that's why it's taking so long. And I figured I need something else that can fill in the time because clearly it's going to take me too long to edit videos. I need to do something simpler, something that takes way less work, energy, effort, whatever, in order to fill in the time frame. So that way my videos are more frequent and I can get more entertainment out there. And so I thought of another idea. What if I just, because it's all about voice acting, right? I love voice acting just objectively. It's a wonderful field of expression. And I'm like, what if I just reacted or gushed over voice acting performances that I enjoyed? And so one of the things I remember seeing a while ago, I'm sure you all heard about this cartoon called Lackadaisy. There's just some really great performances in there, and I love the opening monologue by the main character. So I thought, I mean, like, let's talk about that because I really did enjoy that opening monologue. Now, mind you, this is not a review. This is not a criticism. All right, I have no business as a failed voice actor reviewing or criticizing successful voice actors, excuse me, who have obviously become successful and done very well, as opposed to me sitting in this chair making these terrible videos. But still, I thought it might be fun. Go over it. There's all sorts of things that I've learned that really helps me kind of like pick up on things, and so I just enjoy voice acting. I enjoy it more after learning the process, after learning the craft, and so I just want to go over that. What I'm just gonna do is sit here and just gush over the performance of it was Michael Korvach. If you haven't heard of him, I'm sure you have if you've watched either Lackadaisy or if you watched Digital Circus or Has Been Hotel. He's Angel Dust in that. I'm stuttering a lot right now, aren't I? But anyway, enough of that. Let's just jump right into it. We're just gonna talk about. I'm probably gonna pause throughout. Hopefully, there's not too much of an echo. I know this software is not really working the way that I want it to, but you do what you got to do. But yeah, let's go over it. Watch this great performance by Michael. And yeah, just enjoy it with me. That's all we're gonna do. We're gonna enjoy. We're not here to criticize. We're just here to enjoy. All right, let's go. St. Louis, Missouri, 1927. Yeah, it's like a fictional prohibition, world of prohibition. Obviously fictional because they're anthros. Gotta love the violin work.
Old Man River. That seems far too austere a name for something made of mirth and rage.
I love the way he says that.
Red blood river vein. If chief among your traits is age, you're a wily, convoluted sage.
Okay, I'm gonna just pause because yeah, you can tell right away with the character he's trying to portray there. He's very, what's the word? I don't want to say bard because I feel like that's too maybe more like Puck from Midsummer Night's Dream, where he's very mischievous, but he's very poetic and he just loves expressing himself. He sees himself as something more than obviously is like if you've seen this cartoon, you already know what I'm talking about. He's basically just a criminal. Basically, they're trying to ship alcohol, which during Prohibition was illegal. But he definitely sees himself as something more than that. Like he sees himself as a performer, someone who should be up on stage. And Michael, like you could tell right in the opening, right as soon as he hits the ground running with the performance. I can't imagine how long he sat there going over the character, going over the monologue and saying how he wants it to feel. But he puts so much energy just right in the beginning there. You know what kind of character this is, and it's a great performance.
Is old the thing to call what rings the vernal heart of Western lore? It brings us brassy, myth-made kings.
I like how he's how he changes. It's like myth-made kings. He's not just saying. How do we say? You don't want to sound too monotone with certain performances. Certain performances you want to keep like the same tone, especially if you're playing a serious character. But this character, he's gonna jump all over the place in order to keep up that mirthiness, that merriment that he does. Like, you fit mythical kings. I already forgot the line, but you know what I mean. It's not something I've done too often myself because I haven't had a character this mirthy yet. Cause, I still do fan projects. I may be a failed voice actor, doesn't mean I don't do it at all. The closest I got is Long Arm. If you've taken the time to watch my the Transformer stop motions that I'm in, but he pretty much like he's just a quirky dude with an Australian accent. He doesn't do too much more than that. But you know, uh, also I'm not at the level that Michael is either. He really brings his character. Okay, let's get back into it. I'm just let's keep going. I'm just gonna
And preponderance of bug-type things. To challenge type.
Okay, yeah. See, that's something that this is that was that was very important. You notice how he had to react to that bug. That's something. Excuse me, that you have to instruct your voice actors to do. So I imagine somebody either spoke to. Hopefully, somebody was with him as he was recording. A big thing that people, I don't know if they forget or don't realize, is that voice actors need voice directors. And I see that's something lacking in a lot of like newer projects coming out, especially projects that should not be a problem. Like I'm playing a lot of like newer video games. I'm not gonna name names because I don't want to like start drama or nothing. And I listen to the voice actors and I'm like, these people have talent, but the character didn't seem to be given a direction. And I mean, he probably didn't need a voice editor. They probably just someone put it in the notes like, "Hey, here's a bug here. It's annoying you." But last I checked, I think a lot of these YouTube projects they do have voice directors. I should have double checked that before I probably started talking about it. But still, it's something to bring up. Yeah, you should always have a voice director or be willing to work with your voice actors for the role. Um, Okay, I know you say that you have to. I know not everyone has the resources, but if you can get somebody to, be in charge of that for your project, even if it's a small project, because that's what I do. I do a lot of like small independent projects with, no budget behind them whatsoever, and so we don't have a voice actor, so a voice director, excuse me. So I record the lines the best that I can, and I send them in, and I hope that they like them. But I've worked with someone before. I've worked with people who are willing to direct me, and it is so much better for the voice actors. I cannot begin to tell you. They are not. They are willing. They are beyond willing. A professional voice actor is more than willing to work with a voice director to get exactly what they want because that's what they want. You know what I mean? Like they want the performance to be good. They want it to be the best that they can be, and so you'll always if you have a good voice actor, you know you have a good voice actor because they're willing to take your feedback and they're willing to make changes. If they're not, then you should probably drop them for somebody else because you know that a character has to sound a certain way, the project is being done a certain way, so that is super important. A good voice actor is flexible. That's a big rant for just about a bug.
Come before. Oh, demiurge to a try at Avalon once more. And what a gust vitality in your wide aorta stream. You must have had
Wide aorta
to
stream, what?
alchemic change of timber beam to iron, brick, and engine.
And sorry right in the middle of the sentence, but I love the way he's doing the rhymes. Rhyming can be kind of difficult, because you're always thinking about like, because rhymes they don't just end with the same word; they kind of end up with a lot of the same syllables, and that can be kind of tough to work with sometimes. But um, yeah, I mean, but you have to be able to do it if you want to be a professional voice actor. You got to be able to work with those not limitations with rhyming. So yeah, they can be hard, but they can be very rewarding once you actually kick them off right. And Michael is doing a phenomenal job, an actually absolutely excellent job. I'm stuttering a lot in this episode, but let's continue.
Steam. Your umber whiskey waters lends the prideful, sober sovereignty.
Also, really quick, I want to talk about the some of the animation, some of the stuff that they're doing. First off, beautiful background. But I love the little bubbles and sparkles coming off the violin. I mean, I know far less about animation than I do about voice acting, although I do love cartoons and animation. But yeah, you also notice how like Can I go? Can I? Let's go back real quick. Let's see if I can. Another funny thing here. Let's. Okay.
An exchange of timber beam
First off,
to
yeah, look at those
iron.
sparkles. This is, and I feel like this is a conscious choice. But you notice how like they're I forget what they're called. The not the rough dress, but you know when you first see. This is why I don't know anything about animation. I shouldn't talk about it. But you notice that he still has his lines from when the character is first drawn. Because when you first draw a character, you usually start with some sort of like rough sketch, like almost like a stick figure almost. And then you draw on top of that because that helps you, figure out how big the character is going to be, or their limbs and all that kind of stuff. And all the characters in this cartoon, they all still have their lines in them, and obviously that had to be a purposeful choice, and it's enjoyable. I like it. I like it. It's definitely like an artistic choice, especially like because this is all digital anyway. This is something because it used to be done in pencil back in the day. It was on pencil, and then you had to ink it, and then you had to paint it with like actual physical paint. Like people don't understand how that was back then, but these choices, absolutely love it. 10 out of 10. You can even see it in the tail there. Maybe not as well, but
Brick and engine steam. Your umber whiskey waters lends the prideful, sober sovereignty.
You can get like different bubbles and stuff coming out of that
temperance,
that ship.
And wilt her self-sure countenance. Yes, righteousness is vanity.
Yeah, this is not an easy monologue. I'm noticing too. Like it's been a while since I've watched this video. I just remember loving it, and I don't remember the dialogue, but this dialogue goes hard. Like monologues are definitely a weakness of mine, although I love doing them because it really gives you a chance to really show your performance and what you can do. I don't know how hard it is for other people. I've never really talked to them about it, but for me, yeah, monologues can take hours to do just because. Not only do I mess them up easy because you can tell I stutter a lot, but I want them to be good. I want them to be so good because, especially like I said, it's your chance to really to shine and to show what you can do. And Michael, it's literally the opening of the show. He's the one making the first impression of the entire show, so a lot of weight is on his shoulders. But you can tell he's got the talent. It's not a problem here. He does such a phenomenal job. His tempo, is that how you say it, or cadence, which is also very important. You got to watch how fast you speak, is absolutely perfect. And he delivers his performance so well. And look at the brim of that hat. It's like a weird line thing there. Why am I noticing that? Why is that sticking out to me? Anyway, whatever. Let's get back to it before this becomes too long.
But sports for imps, not elderly. So, if there's a name for migrant mass of veteran frivolity, it snakes through seas of prairie grass and groves of summer sassafras.
And there the performance changes. You notice that. He becomes calmer. The voice is... he's changed the tone again. Before it was very loud, very boisterous, and very playful, and now it's very calm. It's very soothing. It's like it's the summer sassafras. I mean, once again, I'm forgetting the lines as he said them, but let's go back real quick. That's what I should do, and you guys can understand what I mean here. We'll just talk about it here.
Oh, if there's a name for migrant mass of...
And also the animation changes as well. You notice, like before, it was bright, it was sunny, it was bubbly, it was sparkly, it was a lot of energy. Now it's nighttime. We got stars in the sky. We got nice soft colors. We got cool. We got blue. And contrasting with the bridge, which is golden, which is where it is. So your eyes are gonna go there. I'm kind of just repeating things that I've heard other animators say. So don't take my word on as far as what they're doing with the animation. I know what they're doing the voice acting though. It seems like they're matching it together because now his voice is calm. It's very soothing. It's like something you'd say, to someone who is about to fall asleep or something like that. Or to be in a calm mood maybe.
Veteran frivolity. It snakes through seas of prairie grass and groves of summer sassafras.
Oh, he did say summer sassafras. I was like, wait a second. But yeah, still playing the violin though. Absolutely excellent job.
A name that flows as roguishly as wild waters, fast and free.
Yeah, it's almost like he's almost whispering too. It's like Why do I keep forgetting the words that he says? What is wrong with me?
Prairie grass and
This is
groves of
how
summer
he's almost
sassafras.
whispering on this next line here.
A name that flows as roguishly
It's
as
roguishly.
wild waters, fast and free.
Yeah, it's almost
It's
a whisper
your
at that
true
point.
name. Mississippi.
Ham. It's abundant.
Okay, we'll end it right there. This young actress does a pretty good job too, but I don't think she has a monologue that I could actually go over. But so yeah, so that does there. So yeah, absolutely brilliant all the way through. Definitely, obviously planned that way. It starts from a very high energy spot, high energy place, and then it calms down. It goes as we go into the night, and we just talk about Mississippi and the way he ends it. Perfecto, mwah, loved it. Lackadaisy is a good cartoon. Have they made another episode? I remember following them for a while, and then I got bored because I'm a child, and so I haven't seen anything new from them other than like promoting their merch. Um, which is fine. I'm not saying don't do that. Obviously, this is a business, and if I was in their position, I would 100% do the same thing. Uh, so yeah, you definitely want to check out Lackadaisy. They have a YouTube channel, which I'm pretty sure I'm stamping on here. Michael Korvach, he basically goes up by all the same socials, Facebook, Twitter, uh, whatever handles you want to look him up on. But yeah, that's basically it. I just wanted to go over this stuff, and hopefully this should hold you over until the new video is actually out. And until then, I want to thank you guys very much for watching this with me. And if you like this kind of thing, maybe you want me to do it more in the future, I could do that. Just let me know. If you guys have seen other monologues that you've enjoyed, maybe not monologues, maybe it doesn't have to be monologues, just performances overall. It doesn't have to be that long. But let me know in the comment section below there, and I will check them out. Also, there's, like I said, this is a documentation channel for voice actors and the work that they've done. So if there's any voice actors you'd like me to go over in that regard as well, if you've seen my other Know Your Voice Actor videos, yeah, or if there's any other kind of voice related kind of like activities you think that might be fun, let me know, and I'll try those ideas out as well. But this was fun, a lot more fun than I thought it would be. Actually sitting here and going over, the performance, Michael's performance, and his acting style, which is absolutely brilliant. He absolutely crushed this performance, and yeah, this is why I love voice acting. So y'all, like I said, have a great day. Take care of yourselves. Drink water. Love your family, no matter who it is. It doesn't have to be blood related. Love is love, and family is family. And I will see you later. Peace out.